Hey guys, welcome to another Xursday video. Today, Xur is actually in the Reef, so let's actually have a look and see what he has for sale.
I
So
am
if you don't
currently
already know,
working
he's
in the
always over
tower.
here in this on the right side in this room, and it's usually locked up, and it always seems to open when he's here. So look at that, everyone's already having a party with Xur. So let's have a look.
This is the
And
line.
yeah, from the looks of it, it doesn't seem that great. We have, uh, we have another legacy engram, which, yeah, no, don't go for those. Um, unless of course you're missing something from year one, but, uh, I mean, you should already have everything from year one, anyways. I don't know why this is still here, to be honest with you guys. Next up, we have a Taikonaut helmet. This one is, it's decent. It's alright. I mean, not really the greatest out there. It does give you some pretty neat perks, but nobody really uses them anymore. So it grants you air traffic control. All rocket launchers gain tracking. Radar remains visible while zooming with heavy weapons, and heavy ammo drops more often. So it definitely is more of a PvE exotic than it is a PvP. But like I said, there's not many people use them anymore. I mean, when you combine it with the Dragon's Breath, it's really neat. Actually, it's pretty fun. But there are definitely better options out there. But for the perks, it does give you increased intellect, increased strength, access to assets, heavy lifting, and innovation. Next up, we have young Ahamkara's spine for the hunter. Now these ones, unfortunately, aren't aren't as great as they used to be. Ever since they nerfed the actual trip mines, it, I mean, it, again, there's better options for the hunter. You can still use these because trip mines still do damage on enemies, but compared to how they were before, it's just a shadow of its former self. So what it grants you field trip. Increase trip mine grenade duration and gain an additional trip mine grenade charge. So what it does is it increases the actual length of the trip mine grenades from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, and obviously it gives you a second trip mine grenade. For the perks, it gives you increased intellect, increased discipline, fastball, impact induction, auto rifle loader, and fusion rifle loader. We have the Ram. The Ram is actually a pretty decent pickup. It's still a good option for PvP and PvE today, and what it gives you is strength of the ram, increased armor, which actually works for all the subclasses for the Warlock. Also, all Voidwalker melees trigger lifesteal on hit, so any melee that you do gives you lifesteal. So that's always nice. Slap an opponent and thing and get your life back. That's always nice. For the perks, it gives you increased discipline, increased strength, inverse shadow, second thoughts, as well as infusion. And finally, for the weapon, we have Red Death. And Red Death, it's in the current meta, it's not really the greatest. I mean, it's still a decent gun to use. It looks awesome, but it's yeah, they nerfed medium rate of fire pulse rifles, and they haven't really been the greatest since. Just like the young Ahamkara's grasp, this is really just a shadow of its former self. But it does have a really neat perk, which is let me find it here, which is Red Death. Each kill heals you and speeds up reload. So, I mean, in any sticky situation in PvE, this is an awesome gun to use, obviously because it gives you your health back. In PvP as well, if you're in any of those situations where you're running low on health and you're looking for um, some just to bounce back, kill someone, and bam, you're good to go. Your health is starting recovery. But in today's current meta, with guns such as Grasp of Malik, um, as well as what's that one from? I forget what it's called, that green one. It'll come to me. I'm really tired, guys. But yeah, the fast rate of fire pulse rifles will do much more damage, and they're much more effective in in those situations. But what it comes with is accurate ballistics, field choke, aggressive ballistics, unflinching, snapshot, high caliber rounds, and single point sling. If you don't have it already, I definitely recommend picking it up. Um, but it's decent, but not as great as it once was. And for the ornaments, we have Shock Hazard, which is for the Zalo Supercell, and Queen's Command, which is for the Telesto. And this one, I was actually fortunate enough to pick it up early on. I have it, and it looks like that. It's the purple, pinky, whatever you want to call it. It looks cool, and I actually like the way this one looks. And going on, we have our plasma drive and emerald coil. We have our heavy ammo synth, 3 of coins, glass needles, and finally we have our motes of light. Yeah, it's an alright week. I mean, definitely better than it was last week. The Taikonaut is situational. Again, not many people use it, and like I've been saying for the past few weeks now, there are better options for the Titan. This one's fun to test out. I mean, like I said, if you use it with something like the Dragon's Breath, it it makes a fun combination, that's for sure. But there's better options out there. Pick up Red Death if you don't have it already. Apart from that, it's just it's alright. But the only one I really see that's worth picking up is the Ram, just because it gives you that increased armor on all subclasses for the Warlock itself. But
My will is
that
not my own.
that is it, guys. That is all Xur has to offer. I really wish he would switch those legacy engrams back to just regular exotic engrams, so then it's a little bit more useful. But that is all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I really do appreciate your support, guys. If you guys can give it a like, comment what your thoughts are on this week's inventory, as well as give me a little subscribe if you want more videos like this. Apart from that, once again, my name's CC and I am the Red Titan. I'll catch you guys in the next video.